Hello, everybody. You're listening to JustVish. Okay, this is a podcast. This is one of the first podcasts that I'm trying to incorporate into the channel. Okay, let me introduce you who all are here in the podcast. We have partner in crime Vasudi.
Hello.
There goes a hello from Vasudi. We have my sister Virangana.
Hi.
There you go. And you might hear a little voice around. That's my little toddler who refuses to leave our side, and there he is. Say hello. Okay, he refuses to talk now. Okay, whenever he does, I will put the mic in front of him and we'll see what he says. Okay, at first I'd like to thank each and every one of you to help me reach that 100 subscriber mark. I know it's no big feat by YouTube standards, but it really means a lot to me. It means incredibly a lot. I hope you guys liked all the videos. The objective here is that we don't have an agenda today. We'll just randomly blabber and see where this goes. Okay, that was the little toddler that I have.
So, JustVish, why don't you tell us about your first initial experience about starting with vlogging and your farewell videos to Bangalore?
Well, this all started very emotionally, and not many people know. I mean, my friends only do, friends and family, but apart from that, my subscribers don't know as yet. I used to work in Bangalore as a banker, and with a friend did try to start a company called Bino Color. That's when I really had an interest of documenting profiles of our clients, which were the sellers on the platform. In a format of a video. That's where the interest started, and the video has always intrigued me. I've never really had the skill or the interest to acquire the skill of editing a video, but that's when I picked it up, and towards the end of 2015 is when I seriously thought that I'd get into pursuing video as a hobby, and YouTube seemed to be a perfect platform.
Is there any inspiration behind you starting vlogging?
Oh, absolutely. How can I miss that? Every YouTuber has an inspiration, and has the only inspiration rather. He's Casey Neistat. And yes, I used to just binge watch all his videos, and a lot of the inspiration does trickle down to my videos. He's a phenomenal guy, and he's definitely inspired me and a whole bunch. In fact, I won't be wrong in saying every single YouTuber that has a channel now in the last 1 year is definitely inspired by Casey Neistat. So Casey, you rock. Alright, that was the bit. That's where I got into video, and I moved back. Destiny played a trick on me, and I moved back to Bhubaneswar. That's our hometown, and I got to basically get a little more invested into this particular hobby.
As we have seen that a lot of your videos are about Odisha and the various places that you can visit in Odisha. Are you trying to capture the places only in Odisha, or are you really trying to go out of Odisha?
Alright, so my base is in Bhubaneswar, and my channel is got to do with everything related to adventure. Now, adventure can be travel, it can be gastronomical adventure, like you'd know in the next few videos that are coming. So anything that pertains to adventure and of interest to me, I'll document it. Since I'm based in Bhubaneswar, I tend to capture that. Having said so, we did embark on an epic journey to fulfill a childhood dream with Vasu D, and that was to Bandhavgarh. And
now that we have come to that point, why don't you tell us, Vasudi, also, how did you hatch this whole plan of going to Bandhavgarh?
I mean, Bandhavgarh was like a dream come true. This was always in my minds. I mean, whenever we would chat or talk, we would always think about visiting the jungles of MP. I was based there for my work for a while, and Bandhavgarh was a place where I hadn't been myself. So every time we would chat, we would discuss about doing that plan, but it never happened. And one fine day, suddenly there were some holidays coming up, and we just hatched a plan, and within a week I think we got all arrangements done, and thankfully we got the safaris that we wanted, and we planned that. But until the last moment, I think JustVish will tell us more about his train ride. It's also there in his first part to the YouTube series, where he talks about his train journey, and it was delayed. The train was delayed, and until the last moment, we were really not sure if it was happening. And that was one most memorable trip that I've had. And Madhya Pradesh being such a beautiful place, Bandhavgarh just tops it with all kinds of especially with the season. It was a great time to be there, and we saw some amazing wildlife. So yeah.
To add to that, actually the journey wouldn't have started because the day we were supposed to leave. This is a little bit of snippet for all of you listening to it. So this there'll be bites into. We'll pull out snippets from our stories and share it with you, which are typically not documented in the video. So what happened was we were about to leave and just realized that the train that I was supposed to board was late by 20 hours, and I'd given up hope. It was only Vasu and my wife that they coaxed me into going and getting that done, because it was really a dream. I mean, if you're born in the 90s and you've seen Jungle Book, you know how important a part of your life that is. And I've been a wildlife enthusiast myself, so a little bit of coaxing did help. I did wait it out and managed to I missed the first safari, like you would have seen in the video, but we managed to catch the second one. I mean, I've also worked in Madhya Pradesh, but going to Bandhavgarh was a spectacular moment. I mean, things like these are beyond words of expression, but it was really dream come true.
Let's talk about the things that were not captured in video, whatever happened behind the scenes of Bandhavgarh.
You can tell about the evening walks that we had, the long walks in the jungle, and then what transpired.
So we didn't get this on camera. On the video, because it was not fitting in the story pretty well. But this is amazing. What happened was, all right. One of these evenings, while we were in Bandhavgarh, that's right in the middle of the tiger country. We were done with the safari, so we thought, why not just go ahead and take a stroll and see how the places around us. So we went on a village walk, and what was we did know that there were wild animals around. I mean, they were in the proximity. There wasn't a imminent threat from them, but they were in the proximity, and there were village livestock around. So we just kept walking. It was a beautiful moonlit night, and all out of nowhere there was this howl that you'll see. And what happened here is we heard this soul crunching howl of a wild animal. We were not sure. Later on, I think I did a little bit of Google to find out that it was a wolf, the Indian wolf, and there was one animal screaming from one and the other, and there was one more responding to the scream from the other. It was pretty scary, and that was a really scary experience to be in. I think you were pretty brave about it.
Yeah, I thought it was really exciting. I wanted to follow the sound and see what happened next.
Yeah, so that was certainly not. I'm not that brave enough to venture into the darkness where the wolves are. But Vasudi was, yes, brave enough to go into that. I think we will end the podcast now. I mean, that's we just wanted to see how it turns out to be. If you guys really liked what we did, and there wasn't any agenda, but if you guys liked it, then do hit the like button. And if you have a feedback, let's make this a little more interactive. I'd like to hear from you as to what you think and what you want us to cover. We definitely have one more podcast to share the other stories that we have and more of Bandhavgarh. Until next time, thank you so much. Do hit the subscribe button, share the videos with your friends, and don't forget to live life with a dash of adventure.